Okay, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our special uh, live today for to talk about Skip AI. So, really excited to do this. I'll probably keep this at 20 minutes. I know I showed up a few minutes late, but this is really big. We launched this feature last Friday. It went live. I know some of you who are tuning in today will probably have, a dozen or so folks tuning in live, and then some of you might be watching the recording later on. So some of you have already tried out the latest version of the app. If you want to follow along on this live, ask questions, please do. It's in the latest version of the app on the App Store and Google Play. That's 2.27 if you care about version numbers. It has Skip AI in it. So it's the first AI that we've done, but it's the first AI dedicated to helping small business owners and entrepreneurs get funding. So, really excited for this on behalf of the entire team, but also for you to help you grow your business. So, what I'm going to do today is give a few examples on how to use this. I'm going to answer questions. I mean, if any of you have used AI, you know what to look for, prompts, but I'm going to give a few examples. I hope many of you can go try this in the app. If you're a Plus member, you can see it right away. If you're not, um, you can start a free trial for a week, stress test it, ask as many questions as you want, and um, decide if you want to keep it or not. So after this video, some housekeeping here. After this video, I'm going to put in the description of this video a one pager that has some of the prompts that I'm talking about today. Okay. Um, some prompts examples, right? Depends on the situation of your business. How can I effectively apply for grants? How can I market my business? How can I improve my credit score? So these general questions that you may be wondering about. And then from there, you can hone in on specifics for your business. An example I gave yesterday. Oh, I have a shoe shine business. No, I have a barber shop in Chicago. Um, should I get a website or not? My revenue, basically whatever problems you're having, you can add in to this AI, not just our AI, but any AI, and get very good answers. It's like having a thought partner or an expert to work with you. Um, I'll give some shout outs here to folks who've tuned in. We've got folks from Puerto Rico, Florida, Wisconsin, and apologies in advance if I cough a few times. I've had a cough for a few days, but it's getting better now. I have, there you go. Before I get to the app, yesterday I talked about a lot of new grants and fundings. I think a lot of you were on the live yesterday. I've got a new video coming out later today on the employee retention credit. There's a lot of news here on how big this program has gotten. We've helped a lot of people get the ERC credit if you had employees in 2020, 2021. Wall Street Journal did an in-depth piece on this program. Two things I just want to mention. One, the IRS has had to pay out way more than they expected. So when they first launched the ERC program in 2020 as part of the CARES Act, they estimated a certain amount. It's been 3 times that amount that they've paid out to businesses. They're afraid a lot of this is fraud, a lot of this is scammers, people making up that they had employees. So the IRS, the second point is they slowed down the ERC approval process because of the fraud. I know probably all of you watching this, it just exploded the past 6 months. All of you have seen maybe TV ads, social media ads, even cold emails from folks you don't even know about the ERC program. So anyway, that's the video that's coming out in a few hours from now. It's really interesting. Okay. So Gina, thanks for the comment. I'm excited to be part of this live. I had to become 100% remote at the worst possible time. So just been trying out different passive income strategies. That's great to hear, Gina. And would love to know where you're watching from. Got more folks from California and North Carolina. Okay, so that's the ERC news. I just want to share. I just want to share this on the homepage before we go any further. Let me go back here. So, and the header now, you can search funding. I talked about this yesterday. It's brand new. Click search funding. If you have a business added on Skip, you can see I've got a bunch of Skips added here. Or you can add a new business in like 30 seconds and see your funding matches. This is based on your credit score, your business revenue, your time in business, whether you just started two plus years, etc. Those are the three main factors that determine what options are available for you in terms of SBA funding, lines of credit, term loans. You can see a few of our partners here, but definitely recommend going through this. There are 4 months left in the year, less than 4 months left in the year. So if you are thinking about funding, you've put off funding, or you want to get serious about things, there's two buckets: grants and financing. Hopefully you're pursuing grants, because why not? But also maybe consider financing if you have some advantages to it. If you have some business revenue or a good credit score, there should be options for you. Okay, shout out to Texas as well, and a few other folks. Excuse me, a few other folks in California. Okay, now what I'm going to do is go through the app. First of all, how many of you have the latest version of the Skip app? Leave it in the comments here. Now I'm going to share my screen quickly, and let's see here. I'm going to share again. There you are. Good to see everyone. And share my app here. So bear with me a second. I have to. I'm gonna have to share the entire screen, and then go here. Okay. So I'll just share this for a few minutes, then I'll pop back to the comments and answer questions. So this is on the latest version of the Skip app. To talk you through it. Why is this so powerful? How can this help you grow your business? Obviously, I don't need to repeat why AI is so powerful. You can, for copywriting, for content, for just getting good information. Now, you need to know what to look for, if it's accurate or not. Oops. Let me gotta keep the screen unlocked here. But you can see, so in the middle tab here, we've given you 5 ideas, 5 prompts to get you started. I'll just start. Now, a lot of folks, probably 30%, 40% of our audience need to get funding ready. What does that mean? It means maybe you don't have enough time in business, you don't have an entity, or what's often the case is your credit score isn't high enough for some of these private lenders. So you can give specifics here, but let me just share how this works. I click the prompt here. You'll get a good starter advice: pay your bills on time, reduce credit utilization, build a positive payment history, keep old accounts open, limit new credit applications, regularly check your credit report, diversify your credit. So hopefully a lot of these points you already know. Now, if you want to go deeper into this, you can. So, you get as specific as you want. I'll just put in, first I'll acknowledge AI for the great answer. I have 600 credit, bear with me, credit score, and want to improve it to 700 in the next 6 months. I have high credit utilization. Okay, so just I'll do a few examples here, but you can go as deep as you want. Okay, here we go. So our algorithm is thinking. So just so you know, we've trained the model a little bit here. This is 1.0 for us. In the next version, we will link in some of our own funding, all the fundings and grants that we put on. If you ask about how do I apply for Galaxy of Stars, how do I apply for the Verizon 10K grant, Venmo, Barclays, all these popular grants that we've been talking about will be in the next version. Anyway, here is the example. Okay, it'll speak specifically, create a budget. These are actionable things that you can start doing and pay down your credit card debt. If you can, obviously, if your utilization is high, this is not always an option. One of the reasons why EIDL was so popular was because, you could put EIDL funding towards other high interest debt. Very unique. That was a rule change they made in October 2021 with Guzman, Administrator Guzman made that change. Anyway, that was a big advantage. But of course, paying off debt, I think a lot of you are in a situation, you're looking at your personal finances, you're paying off debt. Here's a big one. Check for errors on your credit report. Some overwhelming statistic is, I'm not sure, maybe it's like 3/4 of credit reports have some errors, something high, more than half. So anyway, it's some DIY tips. So AI is great for DIY. Okay, so at the top, you can see your chat history. So anytime you want to go back and see these tips, they're right in the app for you. So, I got some good tips on credit or anything else. You can go back here. If you want to start a new chat, just click the plus button. Now, again, more prompts, starting a business grants, getting customers. One of my favorite things to do with AI, and we use it here, is building your mission statement or putting together answers for grant applications. Our team does this. So if you have an answer for what's the story of your business, put in a few things and ask AI to, turn this into a 1-page grant application. So you can see this in action. Again, what's really popular is the canned responses, but I'd encourage you to get creative, test this as much as you want. It's really, really powerful. The response has been awesome in the first few days. Would love your feedback here. We're going to make this so you can not only save your answers, but export them, because it's often easier. A lot of you are at home or you're running your business from your computer. So the ability for you to get this to your laptop, your desktop, whatever the case is. So there's a few examples. Let me go to some of the comments here, and I'll stop sharing if I can. Here we go. Okay. So what's the newest version number? Britt asks. It is 2.27. So that is right in. It should sometimes it updates automatically. Sometimes you have to update it yourself. So check the store. If it says update app, go ahead and update the app. Okay. There we go. Any other questions come in? iPad. Yeah, you can use it on your iPad as well, and see all that. So I don't want to give too many examples there, but hopefully that gives you a flavor. Again, there's 5 canned responses. So we want to inspire you to get creative, have fun, maybe take 30 minutes today and just go after it. So whatever's top of mind, how do you get funding? You just start talking with it. Your situation, you're losing money, you have a zero revenue business, e-commerce store, just put in about your business and what your goal is. What should I do? Then you can hone in. One of the powers is it remembers the context. Our Skip AI remembers the context. So you can go as deep as you want and just get advice for your business. So, yeah, obviously, one of the things we love about Skip and our team is our team's expertise. We help tens of thousands of businesses by talking to you face to face with PPP, EIDL, other funding, business plans, etc. Nothing can replace this kind of one-on-one interaction. But what can augment it is AI. So would encourage you. I didn't see any comments here on anyone who's already been able to use the Skip AI. Again, part of this too, you're the all of you who are tuned in are the ambitious folks who are serious about growing your business, funding, or just being your own boss. We look for what you put in. So, for example, we are training, like I mentioned, we're training our AI 2.0. So based on all the feedback that comes in today, we don't look at it manually, but we'll basically, it'll train the model to say, turns out people are searching for these specific things when it comes to funding or grants. So that's in the next version. One of the tips, I'll give one other pro tip for social media posts or content in general. It's AI is an inspiration machine, and it can get you 80% of the way there. For better or worse, I love writing content. I love copywriting. I love people who love that. AIs can really take it, help you produce more, get inspired. You could say, give me 10 ideas for a social media post to promote my business. Or for our $5,000 grant, you can ask Skip AI, hey, I want to enter this $5,000 grant competition. I need to make a post about what I would use $5,000 for my business. I need a new coffee machine or a new piece of equipment, or I want to use this for hiring. Can you write a post that explains that and how I would use $5,000 grant in 3 paragraphs so they keep it condensed? Otherwise, AI can get wordy. So you can give it all those constraints. Many of you probably are already pros at prompt engineering, but you'll see the capability here, whether you're using OpenAI, similar capability. We are using GPT-4, again, with a little bit of training. So we've taken the OpenAI model, made it so it's more focused on funding and business information. You can try to ask it about cooking your favorite recipe. We'll say that's not what we're here for. Well, you can try. Go ahead and try it. So hopefully that's helpful. Let me scan some of the comments here. And here we go. I was wondering, how can I get help from the government with business debt? Can you share a little bit more, Joseph, about what type of help you're looking for? There are programs, a lot of these legacy programs from the pandemic, the ERC, like I mentioned at the top. If you had employees in 2020, 2021, getting up to $26,000 back per employee, excuse me. One way, SBA 7A, another video coming out Friday is going to be about SBA 7A program. We're setting records this year in terms of popularity of the 7A. Part of this is twofold. SBA is more popular than ever. We know this because every business knows about EIDL PPP, and they learned about SBA during the pandemic. Number 2 is the SBA changed rules this year. They went into effect August 1st to make it easier for you to get approved for 7A loans. So they made that the rule was rule changes where lenders can use similar criteria that they already use to make approvals. So less red tape for lenders and less red tape for you as the potential borrower. So, Joseph, a lot of these government programs, obviously it's not like EIDL, which was fill out a form, wait for an approval, work with us for reconsideration, write letters. Nothing compares to, printing a couple billion dollars, not a couple billion, I think a couple trillion, whatever they, half a trillion for the EIDL program. Anyway, Joseph, there's good programs. It's a great time to go after SBA funding. I'll just say that. Sounds good. So AI, if you want to share how you're using AI, we want to feature some businesses. Okay. So this is an opportunity for you to put whatever business you have in front of 500,000 users per month across our app and website. So we're looking for examples. If you want to be highlighted, if you think you're using the app, again, go get the latest version, start a free trial, and you have some creative ways of using Skip AI, email us at app@helloskip.com. app@helloskip.com. Again, if you have some interesting case studies about how you're using AI and you want to be featured, your business, we will link to your business. I don't want to promise that, but that's the idea. That we'll link to your business or your socials, wherever you want people to go to. Great for SEO, great for eyeballs. Okay. So that's, frankly, could be the biggest thing, you do. Just figure out a few creative ways that you are using AI broadly, but of course, Skip AI to help your business. It's getting funding ready, getting funding, or growing customers by maybe better marketing. Would love to know any cases. Okay. Any other questions? Now, in case you don't know, we've got a lot of grants. I talked about this on yesterday's videos, but we've got our 5K growth grant. Hopefully many of you are entering these growth grants and our September Skip grants as well. Just want to always plug that. What's coming up next week? We'll have a Tuesday live to talk about fundings and grants, and a whole lot more videos coming. I was away for about a week. So for those of you who've been subscribed here on YouTube, who've been waiting for more content, it's coming soon. I appreciate your patience. And that's the call to action today. Try out the latest version. You saw those 5 prompts. You saw how you can go a few levels deeper. So start with a prompt and idea. Put in just a few sentences on your business. See where this can take you. Again, super excited about this. This is just the beginning of the Skip AI journey. And, I was reading a couple of days ago how the next $1 million, $100 million, $1 billion companies may just be a few people. So even if you are just a 1-person, 2-person, 10-person, small company, because of the tools that exist and AI, you can go much further with fewer resources. So, I've said it before, it's never been a better time to be a small business owner, especially with tools like this. As always, thanks everyone for tuning in. Hope you are staying cool wherever you are across the U.S. Can't wait to see some of you next Tuesday, and can't wait to hear some of your stories when you go try out Skip AI. Let us know. app@helloskip.com. Until then, thanks for tuning in, and thanks for telling friends about Skip as well. Really appreciate how we've grown almost completely by word of mouth. Until next time, have a great afternoon, everyone. Bye-bye.